Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Rachel Williams begins now.
Good evening, everyone. Tough new penalties could see dog owners fined thousands of dollars if their animal kills or injures wildlife, following a spate of brutal attacks on penguin colonies. Fines of more than $5,000 are being proposed for the most serious cases, but wildlife advocates say it's still too hard to prosecute offenders.
Dogs have attacked the penguin colony here at Low Head 4 times in the past 12 months. Now the state government is threatening to hit dog owners with a $5,000 fine if they kill or injure sensitive wildlife.
Making sure that owners don't allow their pets and their dogs to be at large without supervision.
The new laws would also double the fine for taking a dog into a banned area to more than $3,000. Wildlife advocates say it's a step in the right direction, but actually prosecuting people remains a problem.
The requirements for a successful prosecution are so high that it's almost a case of needing to catch the dog in the act of killing the penguins.
BirdLife Tasmania wants to see more resources and greater powers for authorities to enforce dog restrictions, even suggesting owners face jail time for the most extreme cases.
We're fortunate in Tasmania that we haven't had those extreme cases yet, but that's not to say that they can't happen or they won't happen.
The proposed changes follow a series of high-profile dog attacks. Most recently, the mauling of 42 little penguins at Doctors Rocks near Wynyard. The state government wants to make its proposal law in time for the upcoming breeding season.
We've been working on this since last summer.
A public consultation period is open for the next 2 weeks. Tom Johnson, 7 Tasmania News.
Police are searching for a woman following an armed robbery at a Sandy Bay pharmacy yesterday. The woman in her mid-30s allegedly threatened staff before fleeing from the store with medications just before 3 p.m. An attempted armed robbery also occurred yesterday at a unit in the same suburb, but police believe the matters are unrelated. Anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. Tasmanian students have been offered a glimpse of life inside the Defence Force as the agencies aim to inspire the next generation of recruits. On board the impressive 13-storey HMAS Canberra today, students were handpicked to tour one of the Navy's largest ever ships while it docks in Hobart.
Students gather on the flight deck of a ship so large it dwarfs Mount Wellington. This amphibious assault ship, the HMAS Canberra, docking in Hobart. 38 handpicked students from across Tasmania getting a tour today, all part of a 4-day Defence Force work experience program.
I've been looking forward to it for quite a long time now, and so this is definitely going to be one of the highlights of the year for me. Just coming on here, seeing how everything works and seeing all the different people, talking to them about all the different career options.
Seeing everything on the 230-metre long ship from the cargo dock to the hospital, getting a taste of life at sea.
I've been touring the ship and I've been on the bridge and in the hangars. It's a lot bigger than people think.
The program designed to inspire the next generation of recruits.
There's a lot of roles that we're not aware of that exist within Defence, both in ADF and APS. So it's just giving them that exposure.
The annual program works with thousands of students right across Australia, offering them a glimpse of not just Navy life, but also touring Army and Air Force facilities as well.
I never really had this kind of involvement, and I kind of learnt everything on the fly. So getting in early and trying to learn it now and speaking to people who have actually done this kind of stuff is a massive step up.
The HMAS Canberra can carry a crew of more than 400, as well as 100 ground vehicles and 18 helicopters. The Navy's flagship vessel leaves Hobart tomorrow. Michelle Wisby, 7 Tasmania News.
And hundreds of people have gathered in Hobart to commemorate 79 years since the Battle of Britain. A ceremony this morning thanked those who fought in the World War II battle, considered to be the first major military campaign ever fought entirely in the air. To mark the occasion, 2 fighter jets and the Poseidon Maritime Patrol aircraft flew down the River Derwent before soaring over the cenotaph. Taking off from Hobart Airport, it was an impressive view from the cockpit as Air Force pilots circled above the city. Comedian Hannah Gadsby has secured an Emmy Award for her Netflix series Nanette. The Tasmanian taking out the gong for outstanding writing for a variety series. The 41-year-old was also nominated for Outstanding Variety Special, but lost to Carpool Karaoke featuring Paul McCartney. Formula 3 driver Alex Peroni has touched down in Hobart just days after narrowly escaping an horrific crash while competing in Italy. The Tasmanian amazingly walking through the Hobart airport today wearing a back brace, but lucky to be alive after this crash on the Monza circuit. Peroni was pulled from his mangled car, diagnosed in an Italian hospital with a fractured vertebrae and concussion.
Happy to be home, obviously, but you know, it's a pretty bad way to end the season and to have that crash. So yeah, just looking as far ahead as I can.
It's going to be hard to just keep him still, and so that really the next 30 to 40 days just lying down, taking all the weight off his spine to let it heal, and then we'll just take it from there.
The 19-year-old says he's already looking forward to returning to the track as soon as possible. More than 2,000 women pounded the pavement in Launceston for a good cause. A sea of pink could be seen through the CBD this morning in an effort to raise vital funds for Cancer Council Tasmania. The event raising awareness for all types of cancer and encouraging women to have fun while being active. Some of the state's top cricketers have had a break from the pitch and rolled up their sleeves in the name of charity. Lifeline's retail shop in Hobart today receiving a fresh makeover to draw in more customers to fund its mental health service.
Bats and wickets set aside and replaced with brushes. These Tassie Tigers and Hobart Hurricanes cricketers are reaching new heights to add a fresh splash of paint to an old charity's walls.
Today we're at Lifeline in the city and we're painting their store. So we're changing it from a nice sunshine yellow colour to a little bit more of a neutral colour, and we're having a ball doing it.
The Suicide Prevention Service relies on volunteer programs like this and funds from the charity shop to provide mental health support for struggling Tasmanians.
Retail is a significant contribution to our suicide prevention as well as postvention programs. So they contribute approximately 20% of the income to delivering those life-saving programs in our state.
An issue close to the hearts of many players.
The last 12 to 24 months we've had some high-profile players come out and speak about their struggles. So as with any industry, it happens in sport as well. So I think it just really touched us and we thought this was something we were passionate about.
And as role models for future cricketers, the volunteer program allows the teams to give back to the community.
I think this group in particular are quite aware of how privileged a position we're in, and we just want to give back and let everyone know that we're happy to help as well.
If you or anyone you know needs help, please contact Lifeline. Ruby Kamane, 7 Tasmania News.
Spring was blooming at the latest display by the Launceston Horticultural Society. More than 70 exhibitors took part in this weekend's early spring show, with daffodils, camellias and succulents being the most popular. Judges keeping a keen eye on proceedings, analysing each flower's colour, freshness and form. Judges say they've seen new colour combinations this year and are praising producers for the high quality selection on display. A pub outside of Hobart transformed into a hair salon today, seeing more than 30 fathers pick up a hairbrush to learn the tricks of the trade. The special workshop offering advice to unsure dads on how to style their daughter's hair.
It's great to see everyone turn up today, and it's been a great turnout. I think I'm doing okay so far. I've learned how to do a ponytail anyway.
It's probably the best he's done with my hair.
Keep up the good work. The hairstyling continues at the Salty Dog Hotel on October the 6th.
Tasmania's Amanda Beams has taken out the women's title at the Timber Sports Australian Championships on the Gold Coast. In the closest championship ever, the Tasmanian excelled in the underhand chop and stock saw disciplines, but was let down in the single buck. After finishing in a three-way tie on points, Beams claimed the title on a countback of combined times. Beams has now won the title twice in the past 3 years. And Somerset's Kyron Bacon has been crowned national champion in the EJ class of the Australian Off-Road Championship. Bacon finished second in today's final round, but managed to hold on to the overall title following a superb year. Sprayton's Kobe Conley finished fifth in the J4 class for the year. Devonport's Jonty Reinders was seventh in the E1. Matt Phillips made the top 20, while Jack Skeggs finished 15th in the J2 in his first year competing.
Good evening. 18 was the state's warmest today across Launceston and Hobart. Burnie 17 and Devonport a high of 15. Other centres today, 14 across Strawn, Lowhead and King Island, Smithton 15 and 16 at both Grove and Ouse. On the close-up shows a cloud band over the southeast of the continent with cold cloud to the southwest of Tasmania. Further out, low cloud is seen spiralling into a low pressure system in the Tasman Sea. Tomorrow shows a cold front to the east of Tasmania, while a trough extends from a low over Victoria into the Tasman Sea. Westerly winds tomorrow 20 to 30 knots, reaching 35 knots about the south. Swells up to 5 metres in the west and south and up to 1.5 metres in the north. A gale warning is current for lower eastern and southern coastal waters from Wineglass Bay to Low Rocky Point for west to southwesterly winds. A strong wind warning for all remaining coastal waters, including the Channel, Storm Bay, Frederick Henry and Norfolk Bays. A bushwalkers weather alert for snow is current for the Western and Central Plateau forecast districts, and a warning to sheep graziers for the southeast, upper Derwent Valley, Midlands and East Coast forecast districts. Tomorrow's forecast now 10 with showers clearing across Hobart and Ouse, showers easing in Dover. Mostly sunny in Launceston, Devonport 12, partly cloudy in Scottsdale. A high of 11 across Burnie and Stanley tomorrow, Strawn 10. St Helens partly cloudy 10 in Ross and a possible shower in Swansea. Looking ahead to Tuesday, light showers about the southwest clearing by late morning. Wednesday fine and mostly sunny in the south, areas of morning frost in the north, and Thursday showers in the northeast. Capital cities are partly cloudy 26 at Perth tomorrow, Brisbane 28 and sunny and a high of 29 in Sydney. And on to current temperatures, Hobart 13, mostly cloudy, and Launceston and Devonport both 11, partly cloudy. That's all in weather tonight. Back to you, Rach.
Thank you for that, Jackie. Well, that's all your news for now. Thanks for joining us. Have a great week. Good night.